natural perspective versus prescribed perspective can get a little tricky. And I'm sitting here going through my homeopathy homework, and I felt inspired to dive a little bit into this with you because I feel that the sea is so vast when it comes to knowledge about women's health. And it can be so overwhelming at times when we talk about things like perimenopause and menopause. If you are a woman in your 40s or 50s, you are probably seeing so much information about natural ways to lose weight and prescribed ways to lose weight. And from a natural health therapist perspective, I personally, that's what I am, and I'm going to do everything I can to encourage my clients and the people in my circle to try the natural way first to work with the body. And here is why. The body has a vital force. You've got mind, body, spirit, soul. And when one thing is out of alignment and you use a prescribed medication or a pharmaceutical drug, it will feel like the body is coming back into balance because the symptoms have been minimized, but we haven't actually addressed the root cause. And so as somebody with a history of an eating disorder, as somebody with a history of disordered thinking when it comes to food, exercise, and if you are somebody that has your entire life done everything possible to lose weight, feel better about yourself, it's so easy and so attractive to jump into the quick fix. And this is no shame or shade on anybody that chases that quick fix because I've been there 100 times in my life. And I think that's one of the things that propelled me into this work is I can think about the college Allie, the college version of myself that was on Hydroxycut to lose weight, was eating a peach and a piece of toast every day and exercising obsessively, and how I made peace with my body and healed myself has been such a journey. And so if you are on that journey and you are seeing this sea of information with GLP-1s and peptides and medications that are made in a lab that are promising to regulate hormones and are promising to help suppress hunger, they probably are going to work. For most of us, they will work. But my question to you is, to what detriment of the entire digestive system? So when we paralyze the stomach with a drug or a medication, what is happening to the rest of the digestive system? What is happening to the descending colon, to the pancreas, to the gallbladder, to the liver? Possibly there will be no long-term effects, but possibly there will be because there are long-term effects with every pharmaceutical. Again, I am collecting information. I am not necessarily on one side or the other. Where I am, where I sit, where I am coming to you with this information is what natural way can we explore first? Now, somebody in perimenopause, myself, I'm speaking from experience. I have been on this journey. Personally, I've not had a period for 5 months. I'm 45 years old. And the things that have helped me have been circadian rhythm, so syncing with sunlight and daytime, nighttime. So my body is naturally producing cortisol when it should be and naturally producing melatonin when it should be. So that's been a key thing that I am supporting my body with naturally. Another thing is the X39 patches are patches that you put on your body at the top of your spine that work with the body. So it's a peptide amino patch that is non-transdermal that activates dormant stem cells and helps rebalance. I tell my clients it's a hammock. It helps rebalance the systems of the body for what you need. So, for example, let's say you have symptoms of asthma, eczema. Your whole life you've had a lot of allergy issues. Where is that stemming from? If we just give an antihistamine, if we just put a cream on it, are we addressing the root? Have we cleansed the liver? Have we looked at mold toxicity? Have we thought about parasite cleansing? From a natural health therapist, those are things that we're going to talk about rather than just regulate with prescriptions. So it's tricky. Again, it's a tricky conversation, but I felt super called today to just bring you into the questioning of, in fact, I'm going to read to you something that I just wrote that is part of my homeopathy homework. To truly understand the whole person, each person expresses disease uniquely. There is no one size fits all, especially in homeopathy, which is like cures like. So an unprejudiced observer sees what is actually there, not what they are expected to see. One must truly listen without interrupting and observe with reverence and curiosity. That's what we do in natural medicine. You sit down with me and we observe through a curious mind. If you filter symptoms through your personal lens, you're going to miss the language of the vital force. And the vital force is that mind, body, spirit, soul, and it's all connected. So a lifetime of trauma, a lifetime of emotional reactivity is going to show up physically later in life, potentially. So I hope this sits well with you. I hope that it gets you thinking about, without a place of judgment, without a place of what's right for me, what's wrong for me, really starting to see the big picture of, if you're going to put it in your body and it's from a plant, you're not going to have the long-term ramifications of if it's from a lab. And if you are somebody that has been able to balance your hormones with hormone replacement therapy or peptides or some sort of pharmaceutical medication, that's amazing. And you are feeling better, you are thriving, you are in a place of finally starting to feel better. I just want you to consider, have you looked at all the long-term benefits and all the long-term consequences? And that is the message that I wanted to deliver today, to be open-minded, to always be seeking knowledge. I am doing the same. I am constantly jumping on Zoom calls and different podcasts and ways that I can learn more about women's health and hormones and naturopathy and homeopathy and medicine in general, and all of the science behind it and all of the thought behind it. So again, I hope this message leaves you thinking and starting to put pieces together and coming from a place of curiosity. If you have any questions or you want to work with me, go ahead and DM me. I am on a bit of a social media break, but I'm going to pop in from time to time and touch base. So talk to you soon.